Yeah.
Firstly, I want to thank Matthew's office for helping us with this motion and PMB. And so, Minister, this is Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael in action together now at the behest of the Greens. He wants us to cull cows, re-wet land and reduce production by other means as well, by the Nitrates Directive. Last year, your Taoiseach at the time, Micheál Martin, was violent when I asked the question to see if we were considering reducing or culling cows. You actually denied it yourself. So here we are today because the Greens kept the pressure on and ensured that they are going through with this proposal. I always thought that a minister from rural Ireland would stand by the people of rural Ireland. But I'm disappointed to see this proposal coming forward, because this will actually mean a reduction in farmers' incomes, a reduction in the communities at large, the rural communities that are under pressure as it is financially. And after all the support that Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael got back over the years in rural Ireland, this is what you're doing to them. You're giving in to the Greens, even though that this is not fair at all, Minister, because we're giving no cognizance at all to sequestration and the amount of carbon that farmers are already sequestering. And I say to you that they're sequestering way more carbon than a lot of them are emitting, or maybe the most of them are emitting, because we're even being told now that growing green grass sequesters carbon. You're threatening food security. Indeed, our young farmers that we're trying to get going and to keep going, they're saying that this will be the kiss of death to the dairy industry. Farmers' incomes will be cut. And he denied this last year and kept it from the farmers, even though he knew that with this 25% cut in emissions, that he would have to do something drastic like this, because he was told that 16 or 17% would be enough, and that's not even what other countries are doing. But he is going ahead with it because he wanted to pacify the Greens and stay in power for another few months. Farmers all over the country and Kerry have spent fortunes, billions inside their gates, slaved in the green fields and the glens and valleys of Ireland, doing hard physical work. So where they injured themselves and hurt their backs, many of them, and gave the second half of their lives physically impeded. And they have worked so hard and strived so hard, and they've become the most sustainable and environment-friendly and efficient producers of beef and dairy products in the whole world. I can see that Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael have little appreciation for what they have achieved and what they are doing. This will mean also a threat to our food security. It will mean an increase in the cost to the consumer and to the housewife. We don't have any regard for that. And you see, who will take up the slack? Is it going to be like the peat and the briquettes from Latvia and Germany? Is it the South Americans, the Brazils, who are cutting down for us, are going to supply the market? Because we have supplied and produced food to such a high standard and supplied it all over the world, as well as feeding ourselves. And we know that there are 750 million people starving in the world. We know that our population is increasing, and there we are suggesting to cull the cows. Indeed, Elon Musk is laughing at this. He can't understand it. And the USA are making cartoons about us, Minister, and laugh at us as well. The Irish are cutting cow production. This is laughable. This is what they're saying. And I'm saying to you, Taoiseach, our Minister, whatever he'll do and whatever hardship he'll put the people of Ireland and the farmers under, he won't change the weather. I can assure you that, because and you're hurting people. You're leaving the people that supported you back over the years. I'm very disappointed with Micheál Martin and very disappointed with you, Minister.